Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome to Starcraft English Comment. We're going to continue on with the second set in quarterfinal number 2 in ASL S18, aka SSL Season 1 or Autumn of 2024, whatever that means. And it's going to be Soulkey versus Light, so very surprising result because in the first set, Soulkey picked the map Radion and he went for cheese-ish, wacky, nonsensical build and he lost. So that game was kind of a letdown. But we're going to be having the second set coming up here, and this is going to be Pantheon. So this map is picked by Light. So if Light wins on the map that he picks, then he's going to be up 2-0. And that's going to be, I think, slightly problematic, I think, for Soulkey. So you need to kind of think about something here. But anyways, looks like Light is going to be located at top left in the red color. And looks like Soulkey is going to be located at the bottom left in the blue color. Alright, and looks like we're going to be having a forward barracks and a forward supply depot possibly coming from Light, and Soulkey has not yet decided what he wants to go for. If he goes for a 12 hatch expansion, he's going to be facing against early aggression from Light, and Light might be getting ready to take his second victory. Of course, the Overlord is scouting in the right direction, so that is at least a comfort prize, I think, for our friend here, for our friend Light. And we shall see what we'll review. Let me just, I'm kind of busy nowadays. I mean, these days, excuse me, right now, because I'm actually updating the information for the previous set. I have to do everything by myself. I don't have, in my country, in my communist nation, there's a saying that says I don't have 3 heads and 6 hands, or 6 arms rather. Yeah, that's right. I don't have 3 heads and 6 arms, so I cannot do everything by myself. But that is the reality. I have to do everything by myself. But thankfully, I have all of you who have supported me in the past, either by watching the video or by leaving comments or by just calling me names and saying that I suck. All of that is all of the emotional support that I get from all of you guys, so thanks a lot for all of that. And also what else do I want to tell you about? And of course the guys who buy me coffee, all of you guys, all of your efforts appreciate. We're going to be having an SV come out to scout correctly here from Light, and he is going to see the situation and he is going to take a couple of hits, but I think that things are going to be looking good for this SV. It's going to be to actually return home and save itself. Behind this, we do have the barracks completed, and the first Marines start to move out and to try to chase this drone away. So will Light have a chance to apply a little bit of pressure? Oh, what's happening here? Excuse me, I made a mistake. Will Light have a chance to apply a little bit of pressure to this front door, or is he just going to sit at home? Looks like the Overlord sees that there's going to be an expansion going up behind it, so he's going to be feeling rather safe. But the Marine is here, so we need to have some Zerglings, in action very, very soon here. If Soulkey want to kind of keep his heads and his feet on the ground. It looks like at the last minute the Marine is going to be returning, so things are going to be looking very, very standard after all. Alright, I finished doing what I needed to do, so I'm gonna give my full attention to this game now. What is happening? But first of all, let's turn on some nice information so you can see. So I want to show you the map stats. So this map Pantheon is 60.2% win rate for Terran. So Terran just need to drag it to the late part of the game, I think, and things will just work out naturally in their favor. But let's see how Light will react. And it looks like we're gonna be having a hidden hatchery. Right? What is this? What is this location? This location of the base is very, very strange. It's very strange. Looks like the SCV will arrive now, and this SCV, I guess, will see nothing out of the ordinary, and he's gonna think what's going on, right? And he's gonna try to make his adjustment. We shall see what is gonna be the story with that. So I'm gonna take this chance. Oh my God! Before I take the chance, looks like Light is gonna take his own chances by sending the SCV towards the top right, and if he sees his hidden hatchery, game over for sure. But looks like he doesn't. Of course, who makes that decision to go to that random location on this map, because there's so many locations to go to, and he's going to be going to the most natural location of all, which is going to be the bottom right. And Zerglings now have speed, so there's no way this SV can escape. Soulkey need to hold that ramp with 2 Zerglings and go for the attack with other Zerglings. So they're going to try to surround now, so the SV will die, and we're going to be having Mutualist underway inside of... Okay, what's happening? Oh, what? What is that stuff? What is that insane stuff that happened? He lifted his command center by mistake, and that is a blessing from the gods to Soulkey. The God of War says, Soulkey, you deserve a little push. You deserve a little, what is it, notch or edge or whatever, right? What is the word I'm looking for? When you actually tap somebody lightly, you deserve a little hitch. No, that's not the right word. Natch? No, that's not the right word either. Hey, help me out, guys. There's a word that describes when you give somebody a small push. What is that? What is that word? It suddenly escaped me. But anyways, that is going to be a small push in favor of Soulkey here. Looks like there's going to be some Mythic Marines start to come out in this middle, on this middle map, and they might discover that new base. He's going to try to check. He checks the 6 o'clock. He doesn't see anything. He's going to try to check the 5:30, maybe. Oh my god, they don't check the 5:30 either. They're going to be going to some random location. Zerg is going to try to trail them, but Zerg is going to try to engage, and looks like Light doesn't even know that his enemy is expanded towards the 5:30. That is so strange. That is so strange, guys. But anyways, now looks like we're going to be having Mitch is going to start to come out now. So these Mythic Marines will have no chance, I think, to escape. I think the priorities for Soulkey would need to wipe out this group of Mythic Marines before attempting to go for any kind of, attack against the Terran base. Anyways, looks like we're going to be having 4 Mitches now. Maybe the 5th one will join soon. 4 Mitches and a handful of Zerglings will not be enough to attack this group of Mythic Marines. So I think Light is going to have a chance to walk out. But Soulkey is going to try to wait for him. He's waiting. And you know what? At this high level, if you see that your enemy is going for your random group of forces in the middle of the map, instead of trying to attack your main base, you need to think, what is going on? Why is he trying to, wipe out my forces so badly? That means he's fearing that these forces can do some damages to him, I think. So those kind of high-level plays, we need to get involved in these guys' brains. Those strategic questions, but anyways, looks like the last minute those things are going to be getting wiped out. I'm going to be having Evolution Chamber coming up from Light here. So I think maybe the game will not end anytime soon. So I'm going to take this chance to thank my fan. My first fan I want to thank is going to be Martin from the Czech Republic. Where you are? Excuse me. Where are you? Where are you? Here you are. This is Martin from the Czech Republic. Thank you for your support last month, and Milan Kundera forever. Very, very nice. I'd like to also thank Sea Goblin for your ability to keep the peace on the on the oceans, and keeping the the pirates and the tyrant countries. I'm not going to name their names specifically because everyone's considering their enemies a tyrant countries. For example, where I live, we consider our northern neighbor a tyrant country, but from their perspective, they think that we are impunity and a little brat, not appreciating the gifts that they give us. So I think everyone has their own version of the story, so we need to appreciate those differences and not try to go for any kind of, I don't know, name calling or ad hominem attacks or those kind of things, and just try to focus on the positive. So thank a lot to Sea Goblins for helping me to realize that fact, that truth of life. And the last person I'd like to thank is this bad boy here. This is going to be Shane from the US. Thank a lot for your support last month, and I have a special gift for you. So because you have given me a special gift, this is my newly and improved version of Shane from the US. Are you ready for it? Bam! This is Shane. Please, everyone, just enjoy this guy. Look at this badass smoking a cigarette and creating a halo effect around him, and doing a nice sweet riff on the guitar. I hope that your musical legend will live forever. I will buy your CD if you made one. So keep that in mind. But anyways, looks like we're gonna be going back to this game now because all of you guys have been complaining. There's so many complaints on my channel, like 3 minutes ads. Oh my god. Or like, please do not take the Lord's name in vain. I mean, what the heck? There's another caster out there who's using the F-bomb and the B-bomb and the S-bomb constantly every minute or every 20 or 30 seconds, and you don't have any complaints about that, and you're complaining me that I'm calling the Lord's name in vain. Okay, I mean that's ridiculous. But I would tailor to your request. So I will not use the Lord's name in vain anymore, but I will use another Lord's name. I'm gonna call out to Allah. And Abak Allah, right? Every time I have some kind of, I don't know, whatever, when I'm feeling a little bit exuberated, I'm gonna call out to Allah. And I hope that there are no Muslim people in the crowd. If there are, please let me know by complaining in the in the YouTube comments, and I will switch to another god. I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of gods in the world. There are at least 5 or 6, right? I mean, I'll switch to Buddha next time, and maybe to the guy who heads the Jainist religion, the guy with the thing on his head. I don't know what his name is. If you are in that, from that religion, please let me know who is your god, and do I have the permission to use his name? I would use it in a very, very respectful manner. For example, oh my, or whatever, oh my Buddha. That is an amazing Mucius micro from Soulkey. Although that is not really amazing because all the Mucius are completely whack now. They're all purple. Anyways, Light is gonna be pushing back. What's happening in terms of macro? 86 supply for Light, 72 supply for Soulkey. That's a lot of blue stuff on the bot. So Light thinks that he's winning the battle, but he's down a base. His enemy has a hidden base that he doesn't know about, or maybe he will know soon, or maybe he knew already. But anyways, he's on the front. At least Light is still doing okay. He's ahead about 20 supply. His buy ball is looking very, very strong. Looks like Soulkey's gonna try to hold his front door with a lot of Sunkens. You need a lot of Sunkens. There's gonna be a lot of Valkyries attacking, and Zerglings have been melted. You know, like the thing I put into my sandwich this morning. You know, I was going out, and one of my, if I had a girlfriend, she would be asking me, "Oh, baby, what do you want for lunch today? I'll put it in your sandwich." I was just gonna say, you know, whatever, just mix and match everything together, and just smash it using a blender and put it inside the bread for me, because I don't care. I don't care what I eat as long as it's protein and carbohydrates and sugar and water. You know, all of the food tastes the same to me. All girls are the same to me. I mean, it's the same buttocks, the same whatever, you know, internal organs that we use. I mean, it's the same. I mean, we are just, you know, what is it, made by our creators. Allah or Jesus or Lord, I'm not using their names in vain in this instance. I'm actually using the names in the real way. You know what? We are created, you know, to the image of our creators, right? And we are, you know, by the specific makeup of our DNA, we have these kind of urges, right? We want food, we want good stuff, we want a hot wife, you know, we want pleasure, we want recognition, we want to feel, you know, satisfied about what we have contributed to lives. I mean, those are man-made, if I should say, not even man-made. Those are God-made characteristics. They don't really have any meaning. So if we were to re-engineer and redesign the universe, and we'd redesign God's will, I would, for example, delete the sexual drive from our DNA, because it's completely useless. There's no need to have a sexual drive anymore, right? Because there's no need for us to multiply and to populate the Earth anymore, because we're overpopulating. That's a lot of Valkyries. That's a lot of Valkyries populating Soulkey's, you know, Earth here. He's gonna start to come out, and there's gonna be a huge drop. Looks like Drone's gonna be running away. Zergling's gonna try to get in position. How many person will be falling? Looks like the Spider's gonna be falling. These Valkyries are eating up a lot of the Overlords, and the Mutualists here. Zergling's actually just hanging out and chilling. We do have some Ultras, but 2 Ultras and a couple of Zerglings, is it gonna be enough? I don't know. Looks like the number of Marines is actually not that high. We need to actually have some spores. Marines hiding in the back, and 2 medics becoming the nice shield. Very good shield. A single Ultra is actually not being used in the battles at all, but now I think Soulkey is gonna completely kill everything else. He's completely supply blocked now. 44 you know, worth of Overlords and 72 worth of units. He's got 4 bases, so at least that's a good thing. He need to remake everything. He need to remake a spawning pool. He's gonna have to remake the Spire. Looks like this base is finally discovered for good. I'm not so sure if Light has known about it before or not, but now he's knew about it. Yeah, but okay, more Overlord's gonna get created. We need to actually make some spores, and Light is in an overwhelming position. He finally takes his expansion at the 12 club shift, so maybe this game will not end anytime soon. So I'm gonna take this chance to continue with the godly discussion here. So I was gonna say to you, I mean, if AI can help us do anything, it would be to actually erase our sexual drive. We don't need it. We don't need it, because now we populate the Earth using technologies, right? I mean, we have those tube chambers or whatever, and we put our sperms inside, and we actually, you know, click a button to choose the color for the baby, the sex, or whatever, the size of his arms and legs or whatever. So we don't need to have a sexual drive as the, you know, as the fundamental factor to create you know, life and, you know, continue the human existence on this planet. Actually, we don't even need humans anymore. We just need existence. We just need to advance science, basically, and there are a lot of ways to do it without humans' presence, I think. Anyways, do I need to skip Starcraft in that scenario? Is it gonna be good to actually erase this drive, this urge to watch a Starcraft match every day? I'm kind of ambivalent about that. I think it's, you know, in theory, yes, but you know, it's like that existential question, right? If you know that you're gonna be dying, right, and if you know that you will forget everything about this life and nothing matters, do you still go and live your life, right? I mean, that is a question, the ontological question you need to ask yourself, the existential crisis that everyone in, you know, age 50 and at age 50 and over, excuse me, is gonna be asking him and herself. Those kind of midlife crises. Anyways, back to this game for good now. I think I've done with my thesis on, you know, godly desire. So if you have any critiques on that, please feel free to let me know. Supply-wise, Light 94 and Soulkey 52. I mean, this is a TVZ. I mean, this is the other reason why I'm actually not casting this game, because I don't have knowledge that much about TVZ. Anyways, the 4th week coming up for Light. Light is looking very, very good. He's switching into Mike. Can Soulkey come back? If anyone who's able to come back, it's Soulkey. He is, okay, what do we have here? Are we gonna having that? Alright, eraser trick, but it's gonna be just a single eraser, not a double eraser. And Excuse me, there's gonna be some skirmishes coming out, so that was waste. What a waste. What a waste from Light. He just completely messed with his food once again, and he allows the opponent to try to come back a little bit in this game. Hey, these ultras can live for a while, but a single ultra will not be able to actually hold on, and I'm feeling rather alarmed for Light here, because Soulkey is allowed to keep his 4 bases, and he's allowed to have a hidden base at the top right of the screen now, and his number of ultras is looking very, very high. We need to actually conserve the science systems and use them for irradiate and not for those kind of random eraser tricks or whatever. More stuff's getting attacking, and what is Light doing? What exactly is he doing? Because why does he just keep on randomly, lifting his command centers everywhere? He's a command center lifter today. That's his new official job. Another command center might get lifted, and Soulkey's gonna come back one because his Outlist and Zerg are doing considerable damage. There's a lot of mines on this map, but I mean this game is so chaotic. SCV's running back and forth like they're on a merry-go-round. What is that machine that go around? Is that merry-go-round? Yeah, I think that's merry-go-round. But anyways, I think the situation finally stabilized now. And if this mech army from Light has a few more seconds, a few more minutes to kind of get themselves built up, I think Light is gonna have a chance actually build up a sizable army and actually take the economy of scale here. But now there's gonna be an explosion, and that ultra has died, so things are looking okay for both of these players here. Anyways, what is gonna be happening now? We're still looking at the 16-minute mark of the game, and Soulkey now has 5 bases. His Zerglings are gonna get completely roasted here with the mines. But now there's way too many Zerg forces for the mines to take care of. And these vultures alone army, I don't think they can cut it. We need to have actually tank line getting sieged up. Okay, very, very nice. 2 ultras are very, very close to dying, but they're still holding. 1 ultra will run. I think he need to go and hide in the corner. That weak ultra, he's gonna explode now. He dies, and that's slightly unfortunate. But what's gonna be happening behind this Light is up at about 40 supply. These random ultras are still doing so much pressure. But what is the next thing? Okay, finally we have Nadaska now, and that's it, guys. The moment he's got Nadaska now connecting all of the bases, we're gonna be having a mine drag. Mine drag. Maybe that ultra is gonna drag that other mine to the rest of these vulture. That's gonna be a crazy mine drag, maybe. What is that? What is the? Okay, looks like we don't have that mine drag, but that ultra is on the high ground. It's just buying so much time. And Light, oh my god, Light is bleeding. His force is unnecessary, and these ultras are buying so much time. Soulkey is gonna finally connect the bottom left and the top right via Nidus canals. So this decision to switch to bio, excuse me, to Mac, I don't know what if this is a good decision or not. And these ultras are just completely wrecking every. Lights is completely not able to hold it. I mean, this is what happens when you eat too much and you have to go to a party, and you're like, I need to actually let it all out, but I cannot. I need to hold it. I cannot hold it, but you cannot. You cannot, and that's exactly what Light's doing. He's feeling the pressure inside his bowel. He wants to have the bowel movement, but he's not able to do so, because if he does it, he will lose the game. So that's exactly what's happening. He needs to actually just hold on for a little bit more, but he cannot. He cannot, and this dichotomy, this dilemma, this paradox, this conflict is gonna be what drives the results of this game. And Light is very close to losing. I think he's got 4 bases, but like half of the bases actually forced to get lifted up, every time. Anyways, Goliath start to come out, and these 3 witches are able to do so much damage. Soulkey, 93 supply, has been catching up in supply just continuously, and Light is running out of minerals. He's running out of a lot of stuff here. That's gonna be a nice attack and nice irradiate. These tanks are gonna completely get exploded. That was a nice explosion, and Light never had a chance to build up his sizable, mech army. And these ultras are so cost effective. Nice mine explosion, and it looks like the last minute. Okay, we do have some vultures running around though. I think Light's signature move is gonna be vulture harassment. He needs to keep the vulture harassment on all the time. These times gonna be nice and easy, but now the ultra is gonna be just completely breaching everything. There are no mines anymore. These mines are gonna be able to do more harm than good. It's gonna be a sick mine explosion against the tank and the ultras, but he has to do it. There's no other way that the tanks have died, and there's still a lot more ultras to go from behind here. And Soulkey is coming back. Soulkey has surpassed Light in supplies. What a crazy comeback from Soulkey. I'm gonna put this game in the list of best game for this year, just because I talk about godly desires for 5 minutes here. So feel free to go ahead and check out that base. Light down to 2 mining bases. Soulkey is looking very, very strong. The game's gonna get tied up. The score's gonna go up to 1-1, and I have appreciated all of your efforts and all of your support in the last, I don't know, the 3 years I've been casting. So if you like this game, feel free to buy me a coffee soon, because this game is gonna be ending any seconds. Look at the minimap. Just blue stuff coming from all corner. That's gonna be 1 more time remaining. This is gonna be the moment for you to buy me coffee. If you've not bought me the coffee already in the last 2 days, please go ahead and do so, and I will just make you a god with a godly drawing of your face and your beautiful, bodily features. So please go ahead. And it looks like Light has not given up. He's decided that he can play a bit more, but he cannot. There's no way. There's no way. Soulkey's, just, coming in from all corners of the earth like Sauron. The real Sauron, not the pretty face, beautiful, handsome Sauron that we see in the season 2 of like whatever Rings of Power, that kind of, crappy show. I'm talking about the real bloodthirsty, orc eating, elf, mating, people hating Sauron here. Anyways, GG, bye bye.